Okay, guys, we've had tons of people come on to our team, so many that I cannot um, meet with everybody individually. So what I did is, or what I'm doing is, I'm going to try to teach you guys how to go up against the competition when it comes to switching people's electricity over. Okay, because that is what we are in business to do. We want to gather as many customers as possible, so you guys need to know the other tricks that the electricity companies do and how to calculate the bills. So I'm going to give you an example here. So the other day I had a lady. She called me and she wanted to know how much our rates were. You know, what was our rates? And I said, listen, just send me a copy of your bill. Well, she was pretty hesitant to do that. For one, she didn't know me. It was just a friend had referred her over to me. And I said, listen, I'll tell you my rates, but I've got a feeling that you're not paying what you think you're paying. And I started telling her about some of the tricks that the electricity companies do. She told me she was paying 10.4 cents a kilowatt. And I just want to show you a look at her bill here. So here's what she sent me, and I took a screenshot of this. So if you'll look, this is her energy charge right here. All right. And it shows that she used 1,154 kilowatts that month. And yes, she did pay 10.4 cents a kilowatt, but she paid that just on the energy charge alone. All right. So when you go into our website, well, okay, let's go. So you also see these delivery charges down here. Okay. So when you add the delivery charges plus her actual energy charge, it actually told her right here the average price that she paid was 14.9 cents. All right. So that's the reason why I always tell you, hey, make sure you get their bill in your hand. So what you want to do at this point is you would want to take this number right here, the 1,154 kilowatts, and then you want to multiply it by our rate. So we're going to go over to our website, all right, and we're going to shop our rates. So we're going to get started. So we're going to type in an address here. I'm just going to make one up. I'm going to try to find, there we go. There's one in the Houston area that we can use. The reason why I'm going to use the Houston area, I'm going to use it on both ones because she actually lives in the Houston area. And we're just going to put switching providers, continue. Okay, so this will start pulling up our rates. And if it doesn't pull up our rates, that just means that the person most likely lives in an area that we do not service, okay? So as you can tell, we've got rates starting at 7.9 cents per kilowatt, all right? Now, this is a 3-month plan. Now, if it were me and I were talking to my friends and family, I would try to get them, especially right now because it's April, so the rates are still, pretty low due to the fact that summer's not here. Usually the trend is electricity kind of follows gas prices. Gas prices are usually higher than the midsummer. So if you put your friends on this, it's going to let them go. Let's see, that would be June, July, August. Okay, so right in the middle of summer. And then guess what? They're going to be trying to renew and rates are going to be really high. So, and it'll have them on a cycle of renewing when rates are high. So what I usually do is I tell my friends, I'm like, look, you can pick that one if you like. Yeah, it'll save you a ton of money. But if it were me, I would try to go with one of our either 12-month or 24-month plans. So when you go in here, you see that we're 9.1 cents a kilowatt. All right. Well, let's drop down the details of the plan. All right. So when you go in here and you start looking at our details, always look for this label right here. It's called the electricity facts label. This is where you're going to find any hidden fees or anything like that due to when you're shopping other electricity companies against ours. So we're going to pull our electricity facts label up. And if you'll look, we're actually advertising the 9.1 cents in the 1,000 to 2,000 kilowatt range. Okay, so that means that if the customer uses between 1,000 and 2,000 kilowatts, that they're going to pay 9.1 cents. And that's the all-in. Okay, so that's both sides of the bill. It's the delivery charges and the energy charges. All right. If they go over 2,000 kilowatts, they'll be paying 8 cents a kilowatt. All right, 8.8. And if they drop down below 1,000, this is what they'll be paying, 11.9. Now, the reason why we advertise this rate is 90% of the United States falls between 1,000 and 2,000 kilowatts on their average usage. Okay, so I want to show you what the competitors are doing to kind of trick people, and this is why they think they've got a good rate. So she was with TXU, so we're going to go look at TXU's website real quick. So we'll go to theirs. All right, we'll go in here and start shopping their plans also. So you're going to have to fill this out like so. Also remember this. When your friends are up for renewal, okay, so you're looking at their bill, their average that they're paying now will not be the same that they're going to renew for. And you'll have to educate them on this because the plan that they had last year will not be there anymore. So it'll only be what's on the website. So I'm trying to find something in Houston again. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. We'll use this address here. This is apartment. We'll just say no. Continue. Okay, so we're going to now be able to see their rates. Well, okay, when we see these rates, we look and then we'll say, okay, well, that's a no-brainer. So let's go in here and try to find some of their rates that are better. All right, here's one prime example. Okay, when I look at this rate right here, and I'm just the average Joe, I'm like, why would I switch to Stream for 9.1 when this is 7.9? All right, well, let me show you what they're doing. So we're going to look at their pricing. Oh, guess what? Now that we've looked at the details, here's what they're actually paying, 11.4 cents a kilowatt. All right, because remember, 90% of America is going to fall right here between 1,000 and 2,000 kilowatts. So you only get 7.9 if you go over 2,000 kilowatts a month. All right, well, guess what? 90% of America never hits over 2,000 kilowatts a month. All right, so when you're looking at these rates and people are, asking you, make sure you always get your bill in hand because this is very powerful. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back and look at her bill real quick. All right. So we know that our rate at this time is 9.1. So what you want to do, let me pull up my calculator here on my phone. So we'll take our rate, which was 9.1 cents, right? Because this right here is 1,154 kilowatts. So she's just like the 90% ratio. She fell right in between the 1,000 and 2,000 kilowatts. So we're going to do 1,154 times 0.091. All right. Well, guess what that winds up being? $105.01. So instead of this, okay, the 171, she'll be paying 105. Well, now we're talking $66 a month in savings just on this bill alone. Well, guys, when your friends and family see that, not only will they sit there and look at this and go, man, yeah, I'll be your customer. At that point, you should go, hey, do you think you would like to go out and get paid to show people how to save money on their electric bills? And that's what I love about this business. It's because we're not going to our friends and family and trying to get them to buy something that they're not buying each and every month, guys. You go into your friends and family and you're trying to save them money. So even if this were the same rate, okay, and we weren't saving them money, hopefully they would be our customer just because of our friendship, right? So if we were equal to. Now, we are not always the cheapest all the time. Okay, there's no energy company out there that can guarantee that their rates are the lowest 100% of the time. But most of the time, we are less than the competitors. All right, and your two major competitors here in the Houston area are Reliant and TXU. So it just shows you that we are very, very competitive because I'm going to go ahead and tell you there's a ton of people out here even paying more than this. I had one of my friends come to me and say, hey, let me see if you can save me some money on my energy bill. I saved them over $241 a month. All right. Let me tell you something. They love me now. They love Stream. All right. They go around and they tell everybody about, hey, this is who you need to switch your energy over to. Try to get them in the business. Said they weren't interested. I said, hey, not a problem. Thank you for being my customer. Please keep referring me. So anyway, guys, this is what I wanted to show you. This is a quick tutorial on what you need to be looking for when you're out here trying to switch your friends and family over when it comes to the energy plans. You guys have a good day.